Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like two losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Here's the 2nd and 7.
He don't want it.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
And bring it. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, keep grip.
On first down, Herbert. And this is incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The starters defensively now for the Falcons. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
65.
From the gun, Herbert. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
He's got the first down inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10.
Let's go, baby.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to throw again. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count?
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 12 yards is the pickup there. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Off the play fake. Nix. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full.
And he'll give it here to his running back. The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 61 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Don't get nervous.
This one caught by Ridley. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Nix. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2nd and 9 now. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Nix, that's complete. It's Bell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
Off play action. Nix. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Complete. It's Johnson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nix. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Let's go!
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. On 3rd down, Herbert. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. These two teams all tied after 1. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Stays on his feet. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, Nix. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to...
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down, Nix. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Herbert. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Herbert. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running with Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Hunter Renfro, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Nix. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better be ready next time.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Now a handoff looking right. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Back to throw. Nix. On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
Possibly in the game plan, and you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection, so you have to have a counter to that because you know they're probably going to bring pressure when they see an empty backfield, so you get rid of the ball quickly. Quick drop, ball's out of the quarterback's hands, keeps him from getting hit, and they get a completion.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
2nd and 4. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Nix. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Nix. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
Going the other way.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the counter, here's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That's complete to Meredith. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Off play action. Nix. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Off the play fake. Nix on the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nix, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nix. Johnson's got it complete. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Nix toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Oh, this is blocked. The Falcons have it, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it, and maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. Throwing on first down, Nix, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Nix. He's got Hooper on the short connection. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. Off play action. Nix gets it to Meredith, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. They can't hang with us.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Nix. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go. Down. 18 Gator. Number 53. Mike 53.
Come on.
Operating from the gun. Nix. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
53. Check 53.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? From the gun on 3rd down. Nix completes this one to Meredith. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Check 3. Check 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
53 is the Mike. Let's go, D.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 50, plant. Number 53, Mike 53. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nix. He'll try and run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And Thomas has it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Holding offense.
That's Garrett Bowles, the former first-round pick, the guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. From the gun, Herbert. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 11, caught by his tight end, Wesco. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Herbert, that's caught. It's Thomas. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On 1st down, Nix airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Nix. This one caught by Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. On 1st and 10, Nix looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Nix. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Play to win. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Looking to throw. Herbert, he gets it to Thomas. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to throw. Herbert gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. To throw on 3rd down. Nix. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Right there, 54 Mike.
On 1st down, Herbert finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of...
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. That's Ryan Ramczyk, the former first-round pick. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Kamara. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset, and they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Hunter Renfrow, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Saints have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Back to throw. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there, and he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
Let's go, fellas.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Falcons, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.